Hi, I'm Jane Holland. I'm a fiction writer and astrologer, and this is my creative horoscope for August 2021. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave comments below. By the way, if you'd like to read the transcript for this and all my other horoscope videos, you can find them on my Patreon page, and I'll pop the link below for that as well. So this month is a little different from the norm, as you may have noticed. For a variety of reasons, I'm not able to do my usual detailed 12 star sign horoscope readings this summer. So instead I'm gifting you this general astrology reading for August, but never fear, it should give you a pretty good idea of how August is likely to pan out for you, regardless of your star sign. So the big hitter in the sky this month for everyone is the unstable genius that is the planet Uranus. Uranus has been in earthy Taurus for quite a while now and has been cracking a few heads as well as the tectonic plates, causing earthquakes around the world. Now, sturdy, steady earth sign Taurus reacts to having the planet of sudden abrupt changes and upheaval in its sign in that kind of cataclysmic earth-shattering way, and these are things you need to look out for. This August, Uranus changes direction while also contacting some key planets in the sky, and this is going to force a few issues to the fore that may have been simmering or bubbling over even over the past few months for you. The forcing could feel violent and unpredictable, but it should also clear the air. Uranus rules lightning and this idea of radio waves, signals, picking things up out of the ether. Its symbol is actually like a television aerial. Things that happen under a Uranian transit can feel shocking and unexpected. They come out of the blue, out of the ether, but they also tend to clear a path for whatever is lying ahead for you. Uranus is all about the future, and we all know that sometimes we have to clear away dead wood. We have to clear what is past and done with in order to make way for some brilliant new wave, for whatever is to come. And now, unfortunately, Uranus does tend to rule the head rather than the heart, so it can feel a little cool and unfeeling in the way it achieves these ends. So you should probably expect a few shocks and unexpected occurrences this August. Some will be more powerful than others, but also you should get a sudden glimpse of your future, a visionary and creative glimpse into the artist that you hope to become, perhaps. Once you are free, you feel, of whatever is holding you back or weighing you down, whatever has been weighing you down for the past few months or even years. Now, Uranus is the planet of rebellion and freedom, so you should expect to be freed from something this month, or at least to take the first steps towards casting off your old chains of slavery. But gird your loins, because the act itself of breaking free from the past may come at a steep price. It could even be painful or shocking or difficult to come to terms with. Now, on August 8th, the new moon falls in fiery, creative Leo. And for those of you who work in creative industries, this is a wonderful, wonderful new moon. It's all about individualism and performance. It's about heart and soul. It's about bringing out what is inside you, what is special and unique to you alone, and letting the world see it and admire it. The new moon is also a great time to begin a new project, though you should always give it a day or two until after the new moon to allow that magical energy to bubble up and begin to manifest in the world before starting on your new path. The new moon is a moment of calm and peace, sometimes in the midst of a very busy world. It's a moment of clarity where you can look ahead and see suddenly what you need to do. So use that time wisely. Use it for planning, for preparation. Don't rush into anything headlong. This new moon also contacts unpredictable Uranus in a tense square. And this is one of the key aspects of the whole of August, the whole of the summer, really. So it may be that what you want to create, what you have an urge to manifest as a creative artist in the world, is actually at odds with someone else's vision. Either someone's vision for you as an artist, or you may actually be coming up against another artist who's, blocking you in some way, bringing an obstacle to your path. Or it could be that something unexpected occurs that clashes with or blocks your creative intentions. Now, the new moon is also making a pretty wide conjunction to Mercury in Leo at the same time, which in turn is opposing Jupiter in Aquarius. And this sort of domino effect aspect could actually signal that negotiations are required to get you out of a fix. So you're using Mercury, planet of communications, in order to sort out this nasty clashing square with Uranus. It could also be that some difficult news suddenly pops up, and that is what's causing the issues around this new moon. But with generous Jupiter in the mix, with Mercury there too, there's a feeling of talking in the air. You can talk, quite a lot of talking actually. Radical changes to your plans at this point could signify a broadening of the path ahead, or an unexpected but generous gift of some kind that's heading your way in connection to that rather unstable Sun-Moon-Uranus square. So there may be joy coming your way at this new moon. You can always keep your fingers crossed for that, if you can spot it amid the chaos and take advantage. Now, the full moon on August 22nd is a very, very special full moon this year. Not only is it the second full moon in Aquarius in a row, but it's falling in the final degree of Aquarius. Now, the final degree of any sign is called the anaretic or fated degree, and some astrologers believe that the final degree of any sign possesses the strongest, most undiluted energies and qualities of that sign. So let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius is about justice and community and higher thought. It's about freedom and ideas, but at the same time it's not the most touchy-feely of signs. So you could find this full moon rather uncomfortable. It may be shining a light on various issues in your life, or it could be to do with social issues, such as freedom from restrictions, obvious point at the moment, but it also governs rules and regulations, because Aquarius is jointly ruled on the one hand by authoritarian Saturn, and on the other by rebellious, freedom-loving Uranus, which kind of sums up the whole split in our society at the moment between people who want freedom and who cares about the risk, if there is any risk in their minds, and on the one hand, and on the other, people who want to abide by the rules and stay safe and do everything by the book. And that's the clash, the ideological clash there. So there is an inherent clash within Aquarius itself between authority and the desire to break free. So these issues could be coming to a head around August 22nd. And they are head on, literally head on. They are top down, clashing social issues that have been repeating over the past year or so as Saturn moves through its own sign of Aquarius in square to Uranus in Taurus. Now, for some creative people, this could actually be wonderful and powerful, a freeing moment for them creatively. It could be a light bulb moment above the head where you get that amazing idea. But it could also be a time when you shrug off restrictive elements in your work situation and embrace freedom, even when it comes with risk. Maybe you decide to give up the day job and become an artist full time, for instance, even though it's going to be difficult financially. You may decide to start a new creative endeavour without proper financial backing, for instance. Or you may be inspired by pressing social issues of the day to work on a project that reflects our current world situation in some way, either directly or indirectly. You may feel a need to be humanitarian in your work, to put the individual above the collective in your projects, to throw off rules perhaps and do something utterly out there that nobody has ever tried before, that's a bit crazy and out of left field. This is a time also when you could feel an urge towards purity of some kind, whether that's a cold, hard purity of intention, a creative intention, or a complete adherence to some form of ideology that will admit no cracks in its armour. Either way, purity is unlikely to carry the day if you can't manage to compromise with these clashing ideological energies at the moment. You may find yourself butting heads at this full moon because we all need to compromise in order to learn and grow and progress as creative artists within society. And maybe that is the underlying message of Aquarius with its two ideologically clashing figureheads of Saturn versus Uranus, that in order to get ahead, we need to pull in the same direction sometimes as those that we need to work with, not in opposite directions, like the tarot card, the chariot, where the chariot is being pulled by horses that are trying to go in different directions. So obviously progress is difficult, if not downright impossible. Now, the good news, there is good news, don't worry. The good news about this powerful final degree full moon is that it's also conjunct the generous and expansive planet of joy, Jupiter. Now, Jupiter, as I've said many times before, increases whatever it touches. So if this full moon in Aquarius brings you conflict, Jupiter there is going to increase your conflict, increase those conflict levels, and possibly bring you to a standstill or an impasse with your current creative project or work situation, or relationship, even if it's manifesting in your life as a relationship. There may be a clash where there's conflict and you can't get ahead, you're just grinding to a halt. But Aquarius is a cerebral sign. It's the sign of the deep thinker. So if you can think your way out of trouble, and in doing so find a path that avoids outright conflict, Jupiter will bring you joy and gifts and broaden your path. That's the theory. Anyway, good luck. So August is bringing challenges to some people, bringing challenges to creative people too. And the thing that you need to remember is, if you find yourself in over your head this month, this too shall pass. It's all going to move on. So just hang on in there. But you don't need to win every battle outright or force every issue your way in order to achieve whatever the purity of purpose or lifestyle is that you're after. Leo, your new moon this month, Leo is heart, and the full moon, Aquarius, is head. So if you can join heart and head and bring emotional understanding and your deepest feelings and compassion and empathy, thinking about others, to the table, as well as your purer thoughts and ideas and concepts, and realize that both must work together rather than apart for progress to be made, then, it's not such a difficult path. I'm hoping that I'm right here, that compromise is the way forward. That's how I see it. If two powers are clashing like that, what else is there but to step back and compromise? So by all means, think, plan and organise, but also believe, hope, wish, feel, and try to understand without giving too much ground. So have a wonderful and truly creative August. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel below. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you again next month.